there. Welcome back to Let's Play, Let's Complete Pokemon Yellow? Yellow version was released 1 year after Red and Blue in '99. You may notice that we're using player Ninjo. That's because this is the Dart Learns a New Move special episode. The only way that Dart can learn this move is in Yellow version, or Charizard can learn this move is in Yellow version. So, if you do not have Yellow version, you will not be able to teach Charizard this move. This file isn't very far, and this little cut isn't going to take too long, so don't worry too much. Part of completing Pokemon is playing it from many different perspectives. Oh, you found my secret retreat! Again, please don't tell anyone I'm here. I'll make it up to you with this. HMO2. If you remember from Link, you'd know what this move was. You probably do anyways. We're going to teach Dart how to fly. Charizard can only learn Fly in Yellow version. Delete an Oloroon to make room for Fly, yes. I thought about it, and I think I've decided that we're gonna forget the ever useful Leer. Dart learned how to fly. That not only gives him flying stab, but also allows him to be very useful in the field. We're going to test that out really quick. Just fly right on back to Celadon. Yay! Dart looks like a birdie. We have to save inside the Pokemon Center to be able to trade him back. Anyways, guys. Okay, guys, for real now. We have Dart with Fly, and it's time to actually start Let's Play, Let's Complete Pokemon Blue. Hope you enjoyed that little skit. I don't remember which trainers I have and haven't beaten, so I'm gonna go ahead and just talk to these guys. I'm pretty sure I beat them. Yep. Brain. We're gonna go on ahead and do some damage to Silph Co. Not the actual building, but the rockets inside of it. And it's Amanita's turn. You mistook me for a Silph worker. Not really. Oh no, it's actually, don't use explosion. Definitely don't use it now. That would be bad news for Amanita. I was gonna say bad news bears, but then I couldn't find a way to make that make any sense. Whee! Damage to Electrode. More damage to Electrode. More damage to Electrode. You are not as good as Pinball. You cannot defeat Amanita. Pinball could totally defeat Amanita. Level 36, we're done with Amanita. Just in time for him to send out Muck against Canucks. Dang it. Well, Canucks, there's a reason I keep calling you the MVP. It's because you're the MVP. So anyways, what to talk about today? I was thinking about health today. It's not something that I'm very good at. I'm not good at maintaining my physical health. I'm not exactly proud to say. I have a really hard... I struggle quite a bit with it. But that I wanted to talk about mental health, because I am actually pretty good at that. To keep your mental health in peak condition, there are certain foods, not really foods, but certain things you want to stay from. Namely, toxic substances. Alcohol. I do not drink alcohol. I do not drink caffeine. I do not smoke tobacco or weed. About the only over-the-counter drugs I take are, if I get really sick, occasionally Mucinex and ibuprofen. Now, I could boost that further by taking fish oil supplements, but I just don't have the memory to remember to do that. But supplements staying away from those things with also meditation, relaxing therapy, and deep thought, and you can strengthen your mind quite a bit. And I would encourage it. Now, I know people have accused me of being a buzzkill, a fuddy-duddy, party pooper, other words. But it really does help your brain quite a bit to stay away from those things. And I definitely would have to say that it's worth the effort to not get involved with it all. Rock Stride. Which isn't to say I don't still say and do stupid things, because that would just be unrealistic. Canucks drew to level 36. Lights out. I'm playing on double speed right now just because I do want to have the... It helps me to think if it's not hyper speed in my ears. And this way I don't have to worry about changing it back and forth. Let's talk to these guys. Team Rocket was after the Master Ball, which will catch any Pokemon. That sounds useful. It would be bad if Team Rocket took over Silph for our Pokemon. They already have. You! It's really dangerous here. You came to save me? You can't! Thanks for the vote of confidence, jerk. I see a familiar face waiting in a hallway. We'll have to deal with that later. I'm gonna go on ahead and find, never mind. Canucks, you'll be fine. I mean, you probably will faint eventually, but you'll still be fine. Whose turn is it? It's Pinball's turn. Neat. That's as far as you'll go. It better not be. If that was the case, I'd really be disappointing myself. Especially since you're just a paper doll in a hurricane. That's a good analogy. And Golbat, you know, I like to call Golbat Ghoulbat. I really think that should have been its name. Ghoul. Ghouls are what they call carrion feasters. They're a type of undead monster that eats carrion. Dead things, corpses. Rattata. Goodbye, Rattata. Usually dead humans, because, you know, gotta get that spook factor up. It's almost Halloween. Pinball still level 35, no surprise there. Level ups are going to start to slow down a bit at this point in the game. I'm one of the 4 Rocket Brothers. This is the 4th Rocket Brother. We fought them all. Wheezing. That's an improvement off of your other brothers. Especially the one that only had 2 Q-bones. That guy was awful. Ghoulbat. So wheezing, Ghoulbat. And Bulgur to level 36. And coughing. Well, let's see how you do against Salvo. That was a crit? Well, I'm gonna go on ahead and just whittle this guy down because, you know, Salvo needs experience. Woo! Alright! Let's see what he has to say. I'll leave you up to my brothers. I got bad news for you, buddy. I already beat every single one of your 4 brothers. 3 brothers. Whatever. And it's Salvo's turn, then we get to use Dart. Which is just gonna be so much awesome. You're causing us problems. Deal with it. In a lot of ways, I'd say that it's the other way around, that you guys are causing me problems. You slowed down my gym leader challenge, in that I can't get into the gym until after I kick you out. Oh, come on, Salvo. Why with all the critical hits with the self-destructs on Salvo? This is the 2nd episode in a row where that's happened. You lost because you suicided your Pokemon, you moron. And now I have to go heal. Oh, I'm basically on the healing floor. Which means I'm actually getting close to done with Silph Co. Oh boy. It just hit me. I'm getting close to done with Silph Co. Feels like just yesterday I started this series up. Just yesterday I learned how to use my editing software, just the basics. I still don't know much more as far as the basics go, especially not with certain programs. I wonder if Silph is finished. Don't you give up hope. We will rise from the deep. Shake off our ashes, a phoenix anew. A ho-oh anew. And the ashes we leave behind will revive this corpse of a building, infested with the virus that is Team Rocket. We'll win. Well, that was pointless. And we're to the healing floor. I don't think we fought this guy. Your Pokemon have weak points. I can nail them. Well, if they're fairy types, you could nail them, because nails are made of metal. Sometimes steel. Fairy's weak to steel type. Boy, it sure would be swell if you didn't know. Explosion. Another critical hit! Salvo, what is up with you? I mean, you survived somehow, but... Finally using rest. Full heal. Then I can... Wake him up with the Poke Flute. And now we can just pound away on this coffin. This was a good time to use rest. See, this is the way that Salvo's supposed to fight. It's a little slower, but it's really effective. And it'll get a lot better when Salvo gets some better moves. You hammered me! exploiting weak points does work. Think about element types. Yeah, I know all of my weaknesses, strengths, and resistances. Up through X and Y. It always kind of bothers me whenever people forget about resistances. Because that's like my favorite aspect of these games, is that unlike other RPGs where you can really only exploit weaknesses, like, oh, this monster's weak to wind, but it's resistant to water. In Pokemon, it goes the other way around, too. My monster's resistant to water, but weak to wind. Oh, Salvo's still up. Enough of your silly games! Oh, if you only knew what I was doing with this, how unsilly this Let's Play is. I mean, there are silly moments. This did birth the Really Dog, which I'm sure will be a thing for a long time to come. Level 36 Salvo. And it's Dart's turn. What do you say we test out that new move, that Fly? The one problem with using Fly for Charizard is that his physical attack stat isn't as good as his special stat. So it's not anywhere near as powerful. No continues yaft! Obviously that was a nod to the arcade games of old. I always find it funny whenever people complain about extra lives in video games, because it's a slight inconvenience. You know, if there are no lives and you start right where you died, then there's no consequence for death. There's no consequence. And you get these games that people can't possibly fail at. Still a lot better than the games that play them. Stop walking away, I'm trying to talk to you. Wah! I'm scared! You'll survive. Welcome to the 10th floor. So good of you to join me. Yep, we're gonna have some fun with this. All you have is a Machoke, and I have Fly, which is super effective against fighting types. Yep, didn't need that crit. I'm certain we didn't need that crit. And we defeated Rocket. I'm stunned! I'm pretty sure these are the last couple items in this area. Carboss. Rare Candy. And TM26 Earthquake. We're not even gonna waste any time on this. You know who's gonna learn Earthquake. That's right. Canucks is trying to learn Earthquake. Canucks can't learn more than 4 moves. Delete an older room to make yes. Now, the idea would be to forget Dig, and we will forget Dig for another move at some point. I don't know exactly when. But because Dig is useful in terms of escaping from caves and dungeons, we're going to forget Scorch. Poof. Canucks forgot Scratch and learned Earthquake. Earthquake is right up there with Psychic for one of the strongest moves in this entire game. 100% accurate super move. Only difference is that Psychic also has the chance of reducing that all-important special stat. We're almost done! We're almost done with Silph Co! I can see the president through a wall somehow. See, we can't get through this area. This is all just guys with one rocket to fight. Hey! Halt! Do you have an appointment with my boss? I make my own appointments. With explosions. And fire. And Dart, who is awesome. Let's use Ember. Yep. 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 It's usually around this point in the game that we get to lower our... We're a little bit... We're very strong now. There shouldn't be much... Except for the Elite Four and the rival battles. Mainly the Elite Four. We've pretty much beat the hardest parts of this game already. It's all downhill from here. You know, I'm gonna try to guess what floor that is on. I think it's on the 3rd floor. The warp tile that'll take us to Giovanni. Yep. Well, guys, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. It's almost over. Silph Co. I'm gonna go heal really quick, just as a precaution, even though I don't think we need to. Here we go. No more stalling. I guess I'll look at my party one more time really quick. You know what? No, I'm gonna leave Dart out front. That's right. Your rival is blocking the way to Giovanni. What kept you, X?
I thought you'd turn up if I waited here.
I guess Team Rocket slowed you down. Not that I care. I saw you in Saffron, so I decided to see if you got better. Oh, you have no idea how much better. He has 5 Pokemon now. First up, Pidgeot, just as usual. Level 37. Definitely a threat. That's not good. Wow, Dart. I wasn't even expecting you to battle. I wasn't even gonna battle Pidgeot with you at first because I was gonna save you for other stuff. Dart grew to level 37. Growlithe. Let's see who's next on the... Oh my god, it's Shenron. It's Shenron. I am using you for practice, Blue. I hope you realize this. I hope you acknowledge this, that I'm using you for practice. Oh, let's see what's up next. Execute. Normally I'd switch to Amanita, but you know, I think Shenron will do just fine. Strength. Oh boy. Come on, strength it up. Thank you for avoiding the Leech Seed. Shenron grew to level 37. This is awesome. And the rematch. Shenron survives easily. Alakazam barely hangs on. That's annoying. Well, Shenron barely survives the crit. Alakazam goes down. Shenron, you are so awesome. Okay, we're gonna switch to Amanita now. Only problem is I think this thing knows Blizzard. Maybe Amanita will be... No way. Oh, it used Bite. If it did know Blizzard, it didn't use it. You're fast asleep. And I'm draining you. It's a real drain on your party. Sorry. You used a you have regular potions still? Oh, so you are ready for Boss Rocket. I was born ready. Well, X, I'm moving on up and ahead. By checking my Pokedex, I'm starting to see what's strong and how they evolve. I'm going to the Pokemon League to boot out the Elite Four. I'll become the world's most powerful trainer. For 5 minutes. X, well, good luck to you. Don't sweat it. Smell ya. Yeah. Make sure to talk to this guy if you're trying to complete the Pokedex. Oh, hi! You're not a rocket? You came to save us? Why, thank you! I want you to have this Pokemon for saving us. We got Lapras. You have a nickname to Lapras? No. Lapras is, I'm pretty sure, our first Ice-type Pokemon. It's Lapras. It's very intelligent. We kept it in our lab, but it'll be much better off with you. I think you'll be a good trainer for Lapras. It's a good swimmer. It'll use Surf. Except that it won't because we have a Shenron. This is the game's way of giving you a means of getting to Cinnabar if you haven't caught a water type up to this point. Which, seriously, if you haven't caught a water type up to this point, what's wrong with you? Anyways, normally I'd go heal before fighting Boss Rocket, Giovanni, and I'm considering it even now. But I feel like Amanita, Canucks, Pinball, and Salvo can beat him. You know what? I'ma risk it. No. Actually, we've gone on for quite a while. I think I'm gonna go on ahead and kill the episode here. I've been Ninjo X. This has been Let's Play Let's Complete Pokemon Blue. And until next time, stay enlightened.